Back in Syracuse as the Crunch gets set for the Binghamton Devils. First game of the week for the Crunch. Fifth matchup of the regular season series between the Crunch and the Devils. On Countdown to Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts, I'm Lucas Favali with Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. Ben, first game of the week for the Crunch. Last weekend, Syracuse in Cleveland for a pair of games. An overtime loss and then bouncing back the next afternoon with a nice 5-3 win. What did you see in that last game on Saturday?
Well, it's when you look at the stats, it's a good weekend, 3 out of 4. But I think when we talked to our players this week, I think they realized that they play good, but maybe we can be better. And it's something we, like I said, we talk with them. I like the fact that the way they self-evaluate their game, individually and collectively, and it's for us to have a good weekend against two very good teams, obviously.
And you said, you could play better than you did last week, but you have that overtime loss. It can be a deflating loss, but you come back the next day, and it's a very quick turnaround, 1 o'clock, and a great response from the group on that Saturday. Coming out with a win, but you come out with a quick start. So what did you like from that response the very next day?
I like the fact that we're taking one game at a time, and whether we're winning or losing, we're not too high, not too low. Take care of business one day at a time.
And the Crunch get, as you said, 3 out of 4 points against the Cleveland Monsters over the weekend. In that game on Saturday, Dennis Out had a couple of goals. He had 2 entering the game on Saturday, now 4 on the season. He doubles his scoring. Saw him have a pretty solid rookie year when he was healthy a year ago. What have you seen from Dennis here over the first couple months of the season?
Well, first of all, it was good to see him scoring. You know what, he's a goal scorer that couldn't find the back of the net, so mentally it's tough for him. But I really like the way he's been skating lately, the way he shoots more, he drives the net more, and what he has shown us last year, that he's a streaky player, and so hopefully he's going to keep rolling for a little bit here.
Crunch are taking on the Binghamton Devils here tonight. It is the 5th matchup of the regular season series between these teams. Last weekend it was Eddie Pasquale. He's back up in Tampa Bay. Played in his first NHL game over the weekend, got a win, but now it's back to Connor Ingram. Last week, though, it was Eddie, who hadn't played for a couple weeks and maybe got better as the weekend went along, as he got sharper. Now Connor hasn't played in a week or so. So what do you expect to see from him? I mean, we know he's been very solid when he's been in there.
They're in a great position. Like they're here. They know they're going to play, and they were waiting for that opportunity. So for me, it's for him to get ready mentally, get his head at the right place, and be focused to stop every puck.
And over the last week, the Crunch are starting to get healthier. Here is Mitchell Stevens back in the fold for the Crunch. Otto Sampi is healthy as well, but he's right now with Orlando to get some action down with the Solar Bears. But Mitchell Stevens back, you said over the course of the week, you kind of know what you expect with him when he's in the lineup. He's been very solid for the Crunch. But as he returns, what do you expect?
Speed, hard work, responsible defensively. He's got a great shot. Mitch's been a very good player for us since he started last year, and it's too bad that he's been sidelined with that injury, but now hopefully he's behind him. He's had a great week of practice. You see right away that his confidence and his speed is there. His conditioning's great, so it's good to see him back. He can log a lot of minutes. He's going to help our wingers to go back on the wing and not playing center, so that's a good news as well. So it's more depth to our lineup, and he's a guy that can play everywhere, left, right, center, so it's pretty good to have him back.
Yeah, we've seen guys getting healthier, and when they do get in the lineup, they've made a pretty immediate impact this year. I mean, Ben Thomas has been great since he returned. Last weekend, Olivier Archambault returned for the first time this year as well. Played 2 games against the Monsters. What did you see from him in his first game action of the year?
Was rusty, no doubt about it. Like he was out for 7-8 months. So physically, he had a good first night, but playing back-to-back, and that game at 1 o'clock was not easy for him, but it was a good test. Overall, a good weekend, but we know he can be better than that.
Looking forward to seeing him continuing here as the Crunch take on the Binghamton Devils. We're on Countdown to Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts with Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. You said a little while ago that you like the way the team self-evaluates and self-corrects and sees where they need to improve.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about this team? I mean, there's a lot of veterans, but there's a lot of young guys who are also able to do that. What does that tell you about this group?
Well, they don't have a fixed mentality. Like they have more a growth mentality, which is good to see. It's something we talk with them a lot, that it's not negative to evaluate yourself having a bad game, and it's not it's not being pretentious to say I had a great game today. It's about do what's necessary to have success every day, and I think they understand more and more on the ice, off the ice, and I think it's putting the pressure on themselves at the right place. I think it's a positive pressure when you can go out there and say, you know what, I feel great. I've had a great month, but last game was not the one I want, so I'll make sure I'll be ready for the next one.
As the Crunch are taking on the Binghamton Devils, that is the next game for the Crunch. The news coming across yesterday that one of the Crunch's defensemen, Nolan Veloux, signing a contract now here with the Crunch. He's been here on a PTO, but been a very nice addition. He's been skating with Ben Thomas, both very mobile defensemen. How have those two contributed to each other's success here over the last couple weeks?
I think they fit pretty well together. Like you said, mobile defensemen. They can be transition defensemen. And what I like, they don't hang on to the puck too long. Like, they move the puck, they help our transition to be fast. So it's good to see that. We didn't know Nolan much, but he got here, established himself right away. He's playing with confidence. He's logging a lot of minutes. It's a great opportunity for him. Like, he was an East Coast leader. I think that's behind him. It's for him now to switch his mindset, become the prospect he can be, and see where that's going to lead him.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him continuing here with the Crunch. Crunch and the Devils here tonight. It's the 5th matchup of the regular season series out of 10 this year. Crunch have won the first 4, but we know Binghamton's a really solid team. What can we expect in this game tonight?
They're fast. They move the puck. They're physical. It's a good team. When you watch, I watch them a lot lately, and every game they're in, it's the other team's got their hands full, so we expect that tonight, and we will have to be ready.
Looking forward to it. Tonight as the Crunch take on the Binghamton Devils. This is Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. Ben, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.